computer tutorial. So last time we were discussing about syntax of C++ with hello world program. So today we are going to discuss with main concept that is very important in coding program current variable. So let's start with definition of variable in C++. So in the simple words, variable is memory location that is to store a specific type of data. So its value it can be changed and can be reused many times. Variable simply is the memory location to at that time we call it variable declaration. Variable declaration. So simply variable declaration is a way of resolving memory location that uses to store that specific type of data. Is the way of resolving memory location that can be used to store specific and then semicolon E. So for example, let's declare variable A with integer data type. We can declare variable A int A, or we can declare the variable B as string name. So, as you see in our example, integer and string are data type, whereas this age and name are so, in characteristics of C++ program is a case sensitive. Means that variable that written by using uppercase is not same as variable that can written is. Example. So let's take one example. Int num means number. Int num it's written by using lowercase, whereas this n is written by using uppercase. Third rule, adapting that behavior to put into mind when you are declaring a variable in C++ is that the white space or space in general are not allowed in variable name. My name. This is not allowed. So let's continue to fourth rule. So in C++, when you declaring variable must start with alphabet or underscore. Variable cannot start with digits or number. this variable creation is allowed. Also, this is allowed. You see, here we have started with 1 as digit, so this is not allowed. Variable name must start with alphabet or underscore. Digits is not allowed. Can be used but cannot start variable name. Last rule number 5 said that variable name cannot be any reserved word or keyword. Variable name or keyword. Reserved word or keyword are words that have specific meaning in your programming language. Example, you can't declare variable like int type. It has specific meaning in programming, so you can't declare variable like this, or you can't declare variable like string int. This is impossible. So variable name cannot be reserved words or keywords. Let's discuss tolerance contribute current variable. There are two ways of variable initialization. You can declare and initialize variable at the same time, or you can declare variable first one and then initialize at the second time. So, two ways of variable initialization. Two ways of variable initialization. You can make variable creation and initialization as same time, like int x equal 5. You see, variable creation and initialization value to that variable at same time. Or another example, you can declare int x equal 5, comma, y equal 10, then semicolon. Means that you can declare two or more variable in one line, but you put it only that you have to put comma between two variable names. So also you can initialize the two variables in one line. So if you are new here as usual, You have to make subscribe, like, share and comment. And if you are already subscribed, please make share, like and comment. Here, this is summary of our lesson, variable in C++. We have started with variable as definition. So we have seen that variable is the name of memory location that uses to store specific type of data. We have seen that its value can be changed and used many times in a C++ program, of course. So, secondly, we have seen variable declaration. We start with variable declaration in definition. We see that variable declaration refers to reserving memory location by specifying type of data to be stored. In other words, variable declaration is the way to represent memory location through symbol like int x. As you see, x is the symbol that represents memory location that uses to store data which is integer, so that it can be easily identified. So, by using this symbol x, we can identify that location easily. Thirdly, we have seen the general syntax of variable declaration in C++. So, there are two ways of variable declaration in C++. First, we start with data type, variable name, and then semicolon. Other syntax is data type, list of variable names, and then semicolons. So, means that you can declare a variable in two ways. You can declare a list of variables with same data type in single line, as you see in our syntax 2, in our second syntax, or you can also declaring one by one, as you see in our first syntax. So, let's continue to example of declaring variable. Example 1, int x, y, sum, and average. Here, we have declared the four variables x, y, sum, and average with integer as data type. So, here we have declared approximately four variables x, y, and sum and average with data type integer in single line. Second example, int x, int y, int sum, and int average. Whereas in example 2, as you see, we have declared each variable in its line. You see int x, int y, int sum, and int average. Each variable declared in its single line, as you see. So, we have seen also rules of defining or declaring a variable in C++. There are 5 rules that you have to put into mind when you're declaring variable in C++. Let's start with first one. Variable, a valid identifier or variable. You see here, identifier and variable is like same. Valid identifier or variable name is the sequence of one or more letters, digits, or underscore. Means that variable name can contain letters, digits, and underscore. That is first rule. Second rule, C++ is case sensitive. I think everyone is know what case sensitive means in C++. Variable name written in uppercase is not same as one written in lowercase, as we have seen in the characteristics of C++ program. It deals with uppercase different with lowercase. So, is the second rule when you declaring variable in C++. Third rule say that no white space allowed in variable name. You have to use underscore to combine two or more words. Means that space in variable name is not allowed. If we use more than one word, you have to use underscore to combine that words. So, fourth rule, say that identifier or variable name should always start with alphabet or underscore. It's a mistake to start variable name with digits. As we have seen in our explanation, we said that variable name must start with alphabet or underscore. When you start your variable name with digit, you have to put into mind that you have made a mistake. Is not possible, is invalid. Variable name must start with alphabet and underscore. So, lastly, 5 rule say that variable name must not be any reserved word or keyword. You can ask you that what does it mean by reserved one or keyword? Reserved word or keywords are those words who have special meaning in a program, like data type or other predefined word. So, reserved word or keyword is those words who have specific meaning in a program. Suppose if you say int, directly we understand that you say integer data which is integer. So if you declare variable, you can't use predefined word or reserved word. NB, notable. An identifier is a name used to denote one or the following, like variable, class, object, array, etc. Means that identifier also is the name of variable, class, object, and so on and so on. So finally, variable name is an example of identifier. As you say, identifier is the name that used to denote variable, object, class, and so on. It means that variable name is the one of example of identifier. So finally, we have seen variable initialization in C++. We have started with variable initialization. Its definition is the process of assigning value to the variable. Simply, variable initialization is the process of assigning value to variable. You can initializing variable in two ways. You can initializing variable once you declaring it, or you can declaring variable and then initialize it after. So there are two ways to initializing variable. You can initializing variable in two ways. You can initializing variable once you declaring it, or you can declaring variable and then initialize it after you declared it. So we have seen it with example. There are two examples that use it to explain these statements. Example 1, int x equal 5, y equal 10. Here we have declared and initialized the variables once, in this simply in singular. But in this example, we have declared and initialized simultaneously, as you see in our example 1. Then in example 2, int x, int y, then x equal 5 and y equal 10. As you see in example 2, firstly we have declared our variables x and y. Then after declared this variable, we have initialized it x equal 5 and x equal 10. So this is the end of our lesson. Please, as usual, make subscribe, like, share, and comment to our friends so as to access to our lesson easily. And if you have already subscribed, please make like, share, and comment. So see you in the next lesson. which we'll discuss about data type in C++. So thank you.